tough here. Doesn't matter to me where the pins are, he said.
Nope. But it really should have had 9 on it instead of 8.
Yeah, well, that's right. John Bennett checking out the scoreboard. Looks pretty good to me, he says. We'll put some heat on Ian Niven here. For top, well, maybe not. Only 5 on that one. Bears down, comes out of this with a 10. It will be interesting.
It was a good try.
Yeah, it was. Meanwhile, Rick Martin is waiting in the wings. He's up next. It's got to be a little concerned seeing John with the count on the mark. Good
Nice
10 for John Bennett. He goes to 228 with a couple of frames to go. So Martin is 15 pins back, less what he gets here. He's got a bunch. He's only 5 pins back now, and he's got 2 balls working. How quick this game can change. Double strike. We didn't even talk about it. He made it. Dinner for 2 at the Swiss Chalet in Lower Sackville for Rick Martin. And it also is going to help him big time on the scoreboard. Ian Niven. He was cruising there, Betty, but now he's got to be a little bit concerned.
Yep, they're closing the gap.
Absolutely. He's got a bonus ball right here. And he's going to get 6 on it. I think that makes him 13 pins up on John Bennett. Not sure. Take a look at the board here. It
yeah,
does.
I think you're right.
Late in the evening.
That's right.
Numbers start to jumble up in the head after a while. And he cleans the plate there nicely. So, Ian Niven coming through. There's a couple of big pins.
Yes,
Wow.
I was just thinking that. If you can't get a mark, you've really got a pin now.
Oh, yeah. If you're wondering about Rick Martin and John Bennett, Rick Martin is 5 pounds, 5 pins behind John, but he's open, of course, on the mark. There's 2 balls working. So it's advantage Martin in that situation. He's going to get that, or is he?
Yep.
Yes. That pin had a little backspin on it. Came roaring across the plate, and when it hit around the middle, it slowed right down. Looked like a 9-iron approach onto the green. Chris Hollett, he's got the good strike ball. We saw him use it 3 times in the opening string. He's got to come up with something big here. And look out. Oh, man. Even that wood coming back, not going to help him. In fact, it may be a problem.
It's got to get that out of there.
Yep.
But you know that's not going to happen. It's going to lay right in front.
Well, that's pretty tough. Well, maybe right there wouldn't be so bad. Oh, that'd be great there. He can get through if he has to, or he can turn it back in. He does. Well, that worked out pretty good. Chris Hollett now. The other side. 2 frames to go per Polar after this one. After this frame, we're going to take a look at all the numbers. You might want to mark them down. He's bowling fast, isn't he?
Ah, yeah. I think he just lost his. Lost his enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Within an ace of getting the strike in the 7th, but just wouldn't go. Well, there are 2 frames per bowler to come in this match, and it's still very, very much up in the air just what's going to happen. We had Ian Niven cruising along nicely in top spot. However, getting a bit of a challenge now, although with that mark in the 8th, that's Ian Niven's mark, he sits at 241 and open on the spare. Not safe, but not bad. Where it really gets interesting is to go to 2nd place, and again, 2nd place is good enough. John Bennett has it right now at 228. The good news for John Bennett is that he's in 2nd place. The bad news is Rick Martin's only 5 pins back, and Rick Martin is open on a strike. He put up, good news for him is that he gets to set the pace here. He can put something big up. Rick will have to chase him.
That's right.
Martin in a bit of a groove, though, with 3 strikes in the last 5 frames. Ooh, John Bennett. Well, off the side does get some good action. There it is. 1, 2, 4, and the 3. Oh, baby. I got to believe that John has got to have a mark in the next frame, Betty.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think Rick Martin is going to blow the strike opportunity.
Yeah, John needs a mark.
Well, he opened with a 129. Sitting right now at 119. He has the secret weapon. The jacket's on the floor. Ball's on the lane.
Oh.
And he's got trouble. 1, 3, 4, and the 7. Certainly makeable.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Ooh, bad news for John Bennett. He bowled so well. 3 spares and 2 strikes in the opening game and 4 spares in the 2nd. But it's like he may come up a little bit short here as Rick Martin steps up on the approach.
Yeah, I think that double strike took a lot out of him.
That's right. Rick Martin right here looking for the triple. I haven't seen that in a while. Cost me $500, I think, the last time I saw it. It was this guy that did it.
Right.
Well, he's got 8 down so far. Chance to mark again. Looks like it may be all academic from here on in. Well, he gets one of those. So 9 on that 2nd strike, 10 in the frame. And Rick Martin will go to the other side to throw his final frame of this competition. Not going to be for John Bennett, as Martin right now sitting at 250. Whoa, there's another strike. Wow. It's a clinic right now.
Make it look so easy, don't they?
Well, I tell you what, he started off so strong, then he's faded. He had 9, 9, 10, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. 6 frames, though, to mark. Making up for it now.
All of his marks in this string have been strikes.
That's right. 4 of them. 2 of them back to back. Writes this one up. Gets 8 on that. What a great finish for Rick Martin. A 268 total. That's clearly the best we've seen so far.
2.
40 game. Not bad at all. This is Ian Niven. These guys have got a lot of pride. Ian says, well, I might make it, but I'd like to finish first. He just went a long way there, picking up 8 on the mark.
Oh, what a try.
Great, great try. And it will be a 9 for Ian Niven. So right now, he and Rick Martin tied, assuming a 10 here for Ian Niven. But that tie is for top spot, and they both will move on. And Ian says, I don't want to tie. I want to win this thing. Looks like he may do it with his next ball here.
He's getting that funny wood again.
Yeah, he is. And there is the spare for Ian Niven. Gotta like that. It might not mean as much as the $1,000 prize, but it means something, doesn't it?
That's right.
Like to finish first. So Ian Niven at 268 right now, plus 7 more pins. 275. Like that. Great, great total. Now the hard luck bowler, Chris Hollett. This guy had 3 strikes and a spare in the opening game, but struggled here. Opened the second string with a spare. Had another one in the 7th.
I must have put the kiss of death on him.
Yeah, I tell you one thing. This is one of the nicest guys around the lanes.
Oh, yes.
Good fella, Chris Hollett. Somebody might say, well, how come he's up there bowling so fast? He knows he's not going to make it. Doesn't want to hold anybody up. Says, we'll just kind of play this out, and then I'll move on to the next competition. So Chris finishes off there, and he will set down. Congratulates the other bowler, but great performance tonight by really all the bowlers, but Rick Martin and Ian Niven are the guys that are going to move on into the semifinal. But indeed, very, very entertaining match. When you have this kind of bowlers, Betty Kelly, you know you're going to see some great shot making, and we did see that here this evening.
We sure did. They bowled well, made some really nice shots. A lot of strikes.
Yeah. Final totals up on the board. You see them there. Ian Niven in a battle with his total just couldn't cope with the strike action of Rick Martin, as they had a good battle for second place going on. Chris Hollett at 222 finishes in 4th spot. Coming up next week, a good one also. Glenn Thorne will be here, Steve Carpentier, Mark O'Loughlin, and John Marriott. That's the lineup in our 4th and final quarterfinal action. Certainly hope you enjoyed this one. It was a dandy. Certainly hope you'll enjoy it. At least join us next week when we do it again. Until then, I'm Bruce Stephen for Betty Kelly and the entire Shock Cable crew saying so long for now.